How's it going, Tim? I'm going to show you how I assembled this platform bed frame. There are a few things I want to mention during the assembly because I did do this by myself and a couple parts were a little tricky. I'm going to go through each step so you guys know exactly how to set this up. Step one, fairly simple. It's going to be a headboard. Now this headboard has a number of bolts and you do want to make sure you put the middle bracket in. So you're going to make sure everything's lined up. I believe there were stickers here that said back so you know which goes where, but for reference, you do want to have the fabric side face down on a clean surface and then just start installing these arms as well as the middle bracket. Step two, you're going to put the little blocks on the footer. So the footer is a fabric piece, piece E, and you have these three blocks and you're going to put the X2 bolts directly in place. There is an Allen key that you can use to go ahead and tighten all these down, but I prefer a little ratchet or possibly a drill to make this go a little bit quicker. Step three is a little critical. These are going to be the arms and that's what's going to actually help raise this up so you can store everything underneath. You want to make sure this is oriented correctly, and it is a little awkward from the picture, but it only lines up one way. So whenever you get it to that direction, just make sure the top linen part for these pieces are oriented with the picture and make sure that the brackets are with the correct one and it'll be a piece of cake. Step four, you're actually going to attach the rails. So you just want to make sure they line up. Again, the fabric has like a lip that goes over, make sure those are in line, and then get the end pieces lined up and make sure those actually are the correct way. So for me, I like to lay these down exactly as the instruction has it so that I know I am getting it in the correct position. Step five, you're gonna put the attachment piece here. Now for this, I like to put the bolts in first and then the bracket, as well as you have the feet that you just go ahead and screw onto the bottom. For step six, you're gonna go ahead and attach the footer to the ends of your legs here. Now this is pretty straightforward. It's a little tight to kind of get your fingers in there, but I like to just kind of finger tighten it and then go ahead and lock it down. Step seven, you're going to attach the frame to the header here. This is also very similar to the footer. You just want to make sure you get those bolts in place. By myself, it was a little bit tricky because it's kind of a lot to manage. With two people, this does become a lot easier. Step number 8 is going to be this cross member piece. Now this cross member piece, you want to make sure that the little foam is upwards because that's going to receive the other piece that goes across, and you just have bolts on either end that go ahead and lock in place. For step 9, you're actually going to attach the middle piece here. Now that middle piece is going to just meet and you have two bolts that connect the two. Step 10, this is where you actually create this frame. Now this frame is going to be your J4 piece with your J3 piece and then your two longer pieces. You want to make sure all the screw holes are faced up. So whenever you attach it, you do have little arrow stickers, which made it really simple to know that you're lining up properly. Step 11, you start bolting everything together. Now these are going to be the smaller bolts and you just want to make sure that everything is lined up, and then of course, the X5 bolts are the ones that connect to the actual frame here. Those are going to be a bit longer than the X7 bolts. Step 12, you're going to go ahead and bolt on that frame to the bracket arms right here that allows for that lift mechanism. You want to make sure that the holes are lined up. Now, there are two oval holes and then one just circular hole. I did the circular hole first on both sides before going ahead and putting the other ones in to make sure that everything was lined up properly. Step 13, you're actually going to grab the nut and attach it to those bolts you just put in place. It was a little difficult because the wrench they give you is a little small, so if you have a ratcheting tool, it will go a lot quicker. For step 14, you're going to go ahead and put your P1 brackets. Now, one thing about the P1 brackets is they are very stiff legs as opposed to smaller ones, so I feel like that's such an important piece when it comes to those middle supports. You go ahead and bolt those down in place. Step 15, you're going to put the little wing side pieces on. That's going to be on the headboard, and it just kind of encapsulates everything. You're going to have 3 bolts, one at the top, middle, and then towards the bottom. Those are going to be your longer X1 bolts, and you just want to make sure you get everything in place before tightening it all down. Step 16 is going to be these wooden slats. Now, each wooden slat has the plastic little pieces that go on the end, and this is something to note. You want to make sure these are all crowned up, meaning you want to look down the wood and make sure wherever the curve is, that the prong pieces that go on the end go downward so that the curve is up top, mainly because the mattress is going to bend these down. Wood is naturally going to curve one way or the other based on the grain. You want to make sure that the top crown is in the middle of the piece. So you just look down the wood, Make sure whichever way it's crowned that the teeth go the opposite way of that crown, and then you just start putting them all in place. After I laid each one of them in place, I would press down one side and then I came back and pressed down each of the others. It went a lot smoother that way. Step 17, you want to go ahead and just loop the strap around the end of that frame that we attached so that you have a handle to lift this up. Step 18, the gas springs. Now this part was a little bit challenging. You want to make sure the gas spring is oriented with the rounder part towards the top, which is going to be up here as this is lifted. You have these nuts that's going to go ahead and tighten those down so that that gas spring is in place. And then this next part is by far the most challenging part. It is a lot of pressure to put this down. It almost feels like the whole frame is bending because this may try to lift up when there's no mattress weight on it. So two people, you can go ahead and get this pressed evenly. Me by myself, I actually thought the gas spring was in the wrong position, but it just took a little bit of effort on that very first time. Once it is pressed down and compressed, it's a lot easier to go up and down after that, but do note that it does seem a little tight for that very first round whenever you push this down in place. Once I had this completely assembled, I thought it was incredible. The ability to just lift this up and put everything underneath, you don't have to worry about having that awkward openness on the side. You don't have to worry about having a sheet that comes over or anything like that. You can have these nice fabric pieces on the outside and still utilize the storage underneath so that everything is out of sight, out of mind. Whether you have extra pillows, blankets, clothes, whatever it is you want down here, it's super easy to just lift this up and then place it back down. And you also just have a very nice enclosed headboard right here that completely wraps up this entire piece. It is very uniform looking. I thought it was tremendous, and having that ability to just lift it up and put it back down was a huge game changer for this platform bed frame.